So we are here with our first Haunted Mansion Ghost Post box. Supposedly, 999 folks that bought these through Disney Store will get 3 of them. This is the first one. It has the it looks like a old time luggage. It has a Haunted Mansion logo on the front, as well as a clasp on one side. The other two sides here are kind of bland, and on the last side, it has what looks to be like the balcony from the Haunted Mansion attraction at Disneyland, but I could be wrong. So let's take a look and see what's inside.
Open.
That's what happens. So the first thing I noticed is there is a piece of paper glued, it appears, to an envelope. Let's see if I can. These are my Hulk powers. So the letter says Ghost Relations Department, helping Happy Haunt since 1963. Interesting date, since the Haunted Mansion opened in 1969. To whom it may gravely concern. See what they did there. We work closely with the residents of the Haunted Mansion to ensure that nothing stands between them and an eternity of happy haunting. But of late, there is trouble in the etheric realm. For the first time in eternity, it seems that our sprites are the frightened ones. In this, their time of need, the spirits require your help. At the ghost's urging, we have enclosed several heirlooms that may prove useful to your endeavors. The latest edition of the Green Gazette, the most trusted tabloid of the afterlife, an advertisement for the Bloodmere and Brooms redusting services, a wedding announcement preserved over the centuries, a special radio housing for your modern infernal gadget, a bat, the emblem of the Haunted Mansion, a teacup whose value in communicating with the spirits cannot be overstated, and divination cards, authentic cards reproduced from the deck of the great Madame Leota. Eternally yours, the Ghost Relations Department. P.S. The ghosts have added their own messages to this letter. Most mortals find spirit writing easiest to read when the paper is damped with water. P.P.S. Should you wish to compare notes with other mortals similarly tasked, we will find your comrades in arms taking up residence at the purpose-built dead letter office of our internet website. So I guess we will try and damp it to see what the hidden letter is, or hidden verbiage is. So luckily I have a sponge, because why wouldn't I? Ooh, there it is. Definitely a letter here. We can no longer keep our haunting promise to follow our visitors home. We've noticed you at our mansion and sense that you may be particularly attuned to our spirit ways, the perfect mortal to render assistance. Only a talented mortal, deeply connected to the spirit world, will be able to detect the haunted qualities of these objects and scan each item in all states to form new resonances. At the with the Haunted Mansion using the Phantom Radio. Align these advertisement to Grim Gazette and Agony. We have a message for you. Just a little moth-eaten. When frozen or... okay, so it gives you a little bit more instructions for each of the... things inside. So I think I'll need to get a little bit of a better idea of what's inside here. So here's the Grim Gazette, established in 1969. So six years after the establishment of the Ghost Relations Department. And there's a lot here. It looks like a advice column, some advertisements. Some different things that I'll have to read. Listening to Ghosts, a history of the Phantom Radio. For decades, we at the Ghost Relations Department have researched the problem of communicating between our mortal world and that of the ghosts. One area of our investigation focused on the spectral sounds heard in the static between stations on the radio dial. Previously reliant on vacuum tubes for the best reception, we have miniaturized this technology and offer it to you for the first time in the form of a mobile application for your iPhone. Of course you have. As communication is at the heart of solving your problem, the invention will be vital to your successful efforts on behalf of the ghosts. So you can download the app, and it gives us a ghastly ID, and to use the app, everyone can download the app that's in the App Store. Here is a wedding invite. It has a weird consistency to it. It feels like it's more than just regular paper. And Mr. and Mrs. Hatchaway request the honor of your presence at the marriage of their daughter, Constance Hatchaway Harper Banks, to the Most Honorable Marquis de Doom, high noon, Friday the 13th of February, 1874, at the Ambassador Residence. And in here it says, when frozen or exposed to the chill of the crypt, this artifact will undergo a disquieting metamorphosis. So it looks like I might have to put this in the freezer and see what happens. Here is a bust of looks not quite a bat. What's it say it is? Oh, I guess it is a bat, but a weird demon-looking bat.
The rest looks so angelic.
And it says that it might have something to might prove helpful for tuning in spectral frequencies. So I'm guessing it does something with the app. I'll have to check that out. Here's a cup. It has sort of a reflective ribbon on it. On the bottom, it says Made in China, copyright Disney. Haunted Mansion, hand wash only. Do not microwave. And then, looks like final... Oh, no, there's more. There's a symbol on the back of these cards. I probably should keep that readable. And there's a series of what I will call tarot cards. There's one with the ghost swings off the chandelier, this guy from the stretching portrait, the hitchhiking ghost, other stretching portrait, organ player, stretching portrait, Constance the Bride, stretching portrait. That these two guys are the welcome ghosts from the Florida Haunted Mansion. Okay. And then looks like it's a display case for your iPhone to turn into a phantom radio. So let's see if we can figure this out.
Really, you're gonna try to put this together?
Well, through the magic of television. I'm hoping it
Really? You're gonna try to open this?
It comes with instructions. Your phantom radio, assembly and operation instructions. It says it requires, once you build it, it requires the addition of a haunting talisman to act as a tuning knob. I'm guessing the bat thing is the talisman. So this is A, B, C, D. So we got all the parts. So insert this part into F. G. So yeah, I'm following instructions. I'm not good at this. H. I don't know what the whole point of this thing is, but it exists.
Make the video longer?
Yeah.
What did this cost, by the way?
It was $199 for 3.
3 total?
Yeah. And knowing Disney product costs, that's a steal.
Was it open edition?
They were limited to 999.
Are they numbered?
I don't know if they're numbered, but I imagine that this special card, this card that has like your ID on it, is unique to you. But I could be wrong.
Very unique.
Yes. It says not to share it with anybody, so I'm not telling you what it says.
I'm pretty sure I pointed the camera at it.
Yeah, well, then you know what it says. So it's supposed to be like this, and then you take slot B and put it here.
Did you get this at IKEA?
Yes, and it came with some Swedish meatballs. And then slot A goes here.
Oh.
And this is why I am known for my skills with the, and then be sure all sides are flat against the base. Then put E into here, threading the needle, so to speak. You might have that problem at home. And I'm guessing I put D over here.
Oh, it's really more like a facade. You can see right through it.
Yeah. What's a false front? Insert phone in between slots, center on red square. I'm guessing they mean the red square on the instructions, not the red square on here, because there is no red square. So, let me put my phone. It doesn't say which direction. And I guess voila, I have a Phantom.
Use your magic tuner.
Once assembled, it requires the addition of a ornament to the talisman when turned in either direction. So it's, okay, so I guess I should open the app, which requires.
Pro tip, open the app before putting it in the radio.
Yeah. So you can see here it is. Well, the other thing you might want to do is turn on your volume.
What?
Turn on your volume. And you put this in here, and it does absolutely nothing.
Gives you Twitter notifications. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Who tweeted? Club Penguin. So, there's that. Hold the speaker in front of your device.
The thing about unboxings is you can't rehearse them.
Yeah. So, check back later. Maybe we'll figure out how to make it work. But for now, it does not work. Or, I mean, maybe it does work and I just don't know how to use it, which is probably incredibly more
Far more likely.
Yeah. So, but I don't know how it would work. Because unless they expected me to have a bigger phone. So, thanks for joining us. See you later.